just wanted to give an overview. The products that we have is everything that ONPASSIVE that you would need. ONPASSIVE has created every tool that you could possibly need to be a success in business, online or offline. And if you don't have a business, this is your primary business. If you do have a business, ONPASSIVE will help you take your current business to astonishing new heights, because they understand algorithms and they understand views and how to get lead generation. But they are going to do all of that for us. We also get our own website and domain. It's just fantastic. So just think about it. You're all in with ONPASSIVE for around about $350, give or take a few dollars either way. And that's it. You never, ever have to go into your pocket again. And this will create commission, which is residual. So whatever you earned last month, you'll earn more because they're adding more customers under us. And we're just going to grow and grow and grow. And as God says in his word, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And this is how ONPASSIVE will help you do just that.
So it is never late for now, but when you start scratching your skull, asking yourself irrelevant questions, that is this a scam company or what, you are wasting your time and you will lose big time. So come join us. Back to you, Brother Calvin. Thank you very much.
I decided to stop working for corporate America. Not because I had a lot of money, because I recalled a colleague of mine saying to me, Charles, you must have saved up a lot of money to be retiring this early. No, it was simply because I thought I had to do things differently. I remember Robert Einstein who said, you continue doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That is his definition of insanity. And I agreed with him 100%. So I had to stop working. And I got myself an office in Maryland in the United States. And a very trusted friend of mine came to me just over 2 years ago to tell me about this same opportunity that I'm talking to you now. And he said, Charles, I have this opportunity that I want to share with you. And just so you know, prior to retiring from corporate America, I had been studying rigorously the behavioral patterns of successful people. And one of them is this: you bring them an opportunity, they will look at it inside out so that they can make an informed decision. I decided to be or act like one of them. So I told my friend, I will definitely look at this opportunity. But I have 3 small questions that you must settle me first. You need to answer these questions satisfactorily before we can move on. It will save you time, it will save me time, right? Question number 1. This opportunity that you are bringing to me today, if I cannot recruit, am I going to make money? If I cannot sell to even one person, will I make money? That's a very important question as far as I'm concerned, because I am from Africa, and in Africa, we don't know how to recruit. It's not in our culture. And when I say make money, I'm talking about enough money to give me financial freedom. Remember, guys, I had time freedom because I had just retired, 2 years earlier, but I still didn't have financial freedom, right? So I was looking for that so that I can have what we call total freedom. When you have time freedom and financial freedom, that is called total freedom. So I asked my friend, if I cannot recruit even one person, am I going to be able to make that kind of money? He said to me, Charles, you'll make enough money to leave a legacy to your children, your children's children, and beyond. That sounded like music to my ears. And then I asked him, let's go to question number 2. Now, here is it. Will I have to come out of pocket every month with this company to pay some bill? So in the industry, they call it ownership. So every month, do I have to come out of pocket? He said, Charles, when this company launches, you'll come out of pocket one time and that's it. I said, okay, let's go to the final question. It's the last, but certainly not the least. It's so important, very, very important. And I asked him, does this company that you are bringing to me today, do they have legitimate viable products. Now, by legitimate, I mean legal. By viable, I mean necessary, something that we need, mankind needs every day. People have come to me and said, Charles, I'm selling vitamins. That's viable. No, it is not. A friend of mine recently traveled to Nigeria. On his way back at the airport, he realized he didn't have his phone. Coming back to the US, and he canceled his flight because he could not fathom being without his phone. Now that's viability. In this day and age, if you don't have a phone, life is almost unbearable. If you don't have access to internet, life is almost unbearable. Those are the kind of things I mean by viability. So I asked him, does this company have a legitimate, viable product? He said to me, Charles, with your extensive IT background, you should be able to understand these products better than me. I said, okay. I went and took a look at the products, came back to him, and I said, my friend, should this company succeed in what they're trying to do, we're simply going to have an internet quake. Now, does that word exist? I don't know. I was just thinking of earthquake at the time, and I said internet quake. Okay. But I also told him, we are going to have to wait some time, maybe 5 years, before this company launches. Because when he came to me, they were in pre-launch. He didn't like that. He said, why would you say that, Charles? It shouldn't be that long. I said, yes, it will. And I'll tell you why. You told me to take a look at the products. I did. This company is using AI, artificial intelligence, in every step of the development process. Now, my friends, AI is a disruptive technology. And what do we mean by that? A technology that comes every once in a while and changes the way we do things. We have no choice. In other words, it disrupts our lives. AI is yet the most disruptive technology mankind has ever known. But AI is very involved. It involves machine learning. It involves empirical data. It involves millions upon millions of lines of coding. So for those of you who are familiar with software development, that is time consuming. So I told my friend, we're going to have to buckle up and just wait. Just sit tight and enjoy the roller coaster. But I don't care how long it's going to take. I want to be part of this company right now. I had something called FOMO, fear of missing out, because I had missed out on a few opportunities earlier on in my life, and I simply wasn't going to miss out on this one. And I told him, no matter how long it takes, I want to be part of it. No matter the cost, I want to pay for it now. How much is it going to cost me, I asked him, to be part of this company today? And I was expecting some huge amount, like 10K, 15K, 20K. And I was ready with my credit card. In the United States, we do not need cash. All you need is plastic, right? And I had a few of those. But my friend looked up at me and said, Charles, all you need is $97. Really? Are you serious? He said, yeah. Okay, well, here's my card. $97, put it on there. By the time I was done paying, it costed me $102. Big deal. So there's a $5 fee that credit card companies or banks will charge. No problem. I told him, consider that dinner for two. Okay, but I also told him, do me a favor. I do not have 5 years to be monitoring this company. Just let me know when they're closer to launch. Okay, so 8 months later, he gave me a call. Charles, listen to a webinar. The CEO of this company wants to talk to everybody. So that day, I went on, and there was Mr. Ash Mofara, the CEO of this company, whom those of us founders who have come to know and love very dearly. Not only because he's going to help us make money, I can assure you he will, lots of it, but also, and most importantly, because of his heart for humanity. My friends, there are a few geniuses out there. Few of them. You have Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, just to name a few. These guys all have the brains, but do they have the heart? As you come to join ONPASSIVE, you'll find out that our CEO, not only does he have the brains, but he also has the heart.
Your business is not so much based upon even the founders on our team, right? Your business is based upon the customer base that the company is going to generate for you. So, let's say you have 1,000 people on your team right now. We go to launch, and let's say none of them want to pay their subscription for whatever reason, right? We're just, speaking hypothetically, right? If that would be the case, no problem. The company's still going to be generating that customer base for you. It's just going to take you a little longer now, right? That's so the only thing that impacts it is the time aspect of it. Okay, so if you have a set amount of founders who choose not to participate, that means you have less leverage in play, right? The more of your founders on your team that actually, make their product purchase when we get to the official launch, then you have more leverage in play, right? Meaning you get to your income goal faster, right?
So in simplistic terms, this company are going to register a domain name for me, build me a website, send specific targeted traffic to that website, close the sale, and pay me for doing it. What the hell am I in financial services for? I want out. I'm not bothered with this. And the rules are changing all the time, to be fair. And much as we keep up together with all the rules, and I have done for 35 years, I've got to that stage in life where do you know what? No.
I do want to thank Ash Mufareh for his vision. I want to thank those individuals, those men and women in Hyderabad that have developed all the products of ONPASSIVE, superior, lower price point. They've done an absolute marvelous job. They're going to come in. They're going to go to work for us. They're going to develop a marketing platform. They're going to drive customers to it. They're going to manage the customers. As customers come in and buy the products of ONPASSIVE, they're going to manage those customers. And those individuals land under the founding members of ONPASSIVE, a certain percentage of them. And that's how we make that's how we will make money and income with ONPASSIVE.
When we first started, there was not even a website like we have today of ofounders.com. And I encourage everybody to go there and start doing your due diligence there if you're listening to this for the first time. That's a very, very good starting point. And if you're not impressed about website, then you probably don't know very much about computers and websites. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful for anybody, but I was so impressed when I seen that. And that was all happening through January. So then after that, I've seen that and I listened to Ash speak and some of these long drag calls. And I thought, you know what? This is crazy. I'm not spending 4 or 5 hours on it, but you know what? I've changed my tone. I said, there's been people that have been in this ONPASSIVE, and who am I that have such a passion? When I start seeing like the Red Redford, like Mike Ellis, Jeffrey, Dr. Bill Williams, Michael Williams, and all these people, and Susie Cray, and all these people, you say, I can just keep on going. And Marty, these guys have been around the block, man. Yeah. They see things that I have not had a chance to actually go through, and I respect them. Now I know why they have these lengthy things, because they're so excited. They're not worried if ONPASSIVE takes an extra week, an extra month, or 2 or 3 months. They know we're here for the future. And that was it. And that part there, the convictions from them and the passion from them, and me doing my due diligence turned the light bulb. And I said, you know what? I know enough people around the world. I will not stop. And I want to share this with you. And for the folks that are listening to this for the first time, I have never, ever have gone to people. And I actually was in management with Safeway and left 22 years ago. And I've been an entrepreneur, and I'm not going to go through all those different businesses from software to whatever. But I could tell you right now, I have never gone to every friend, every family member, every business associates, every professional that comes within my path, within 4 feet, and I have not stopped sharing ONPASSIVE. And I've actually put aside, I was actually doing extremely well in income in a actual network marketing product that I believe, and it's not a consumable one, that I believe a lot about, which I'm not going to share on this call, but I actually put it aside, and I'll tell you why. I believe in it and I love it because it will help people. So I will continue to do that. But I put it aside from making a good income to zero income just to do ONPASSIVE. And that's how passionate I am about it, because I really believe in it and I want to be continually active.
Now, our CEO and founder, Ash Mufareh, has always said that ONPASSIVE is all about being disruptive, being the correction to corruption, doing things completely differently online. And one of these is giving that value that you are getting for, remember, only one-time payment of $97. Another very important thing that you get as a founder is we get more traffic directed to our domain name and website than a normal customer or reseller will. We get a higher amount of traffic. We haven't been told how much extra we will be getting, but we have been told we as founders will get this. So that's another massive bonus. That means more eyes on our website, which potentially means more customers then clicking on that link and then going on to buy one of our ONPASSIVE products and services. And the other major thing as well is the value that you are getting for that $97. Not only have you locked in your position as an ONPASSIVE founder and partner of the business, but you've also locked in that place where you know that you will be able to make the money that you want to early on.
Hello Africa, hello Canada, and hello world. It's always what I say, whichever country I'm in. Really glad to be here. And
what is going to happen for the listener that is here today for the first time and saying, you know what, I think I want to get involved with ONPASSIVE. I want to become a founder. Now talk to us, what doors are going to all of a sudden open for them as they come in?
Understand that whatever ONPASSIVE has done has never been done before. And there's so much value in being a founder. First, we got the bragging rights, of course. It's like, I'm a founder of this global IT company. It's a super unicorn company. It's disruptive. It's one of a kind. Never done before, all done for you, fully automated. So yes, all that's cool. That's really, really cool. So that is another value of being a founder with ONPASSIVE. You know, Ash Mufara said, dream bigger. And I had to lift my limiting beliefs because I had a limiting beliefs mindset where I just thought it's not available to me. And it's for everyone else out there. It's for those people. It's not for me. I wasn't part of that equation. And then when I realized I thought about the potential of what ONPASSIVE is going to bring to me. But even before that, I started lifting my limiting beliefs and realized, yes, it is available to me. But how I was going to get there, I didn't know. ONPASSIVE has given me this blueprint of you can go out and do whatever you want to do. When Ash said, dream big, then dream bigger. And he keeps reminding us of that. It's like, I thought I was dreaming pretty big. You know, sometimes in life, you need to take a risk. And with ONPASSIVE, it is such low risk, almost no risk, and extremely high reward because it's only $102 if you're paying by debit or credit card, or $97 with crypto. But if you decide after 30 days, look here, this is not for me, our CEO will give you your money back. So he only wants people who are visionaries, who can see what he has in store for us, who can actually picture what's coming.
ONPASSIVE almost demands us to get in and get involved, because you know what? This is not going to come around again. It's not going to happen again. And the journey is as big as a part of anything that we can ever do. And once we start looking at these timelines that Mr. Mufara's got coming out, and we start seeing exactly the activity and the circuit that he's going to be running and the things that he's going to be bringing up and pulling forward as we move into ONPASSIVE, and as we look toward that finish line he talked about, life is just going to get really exciting. And if you're not involved and if you're not in it, you're going to get a little left behind and probably be a little confused, because he's going to be moving at light speed. When you think about us having a complete system, got everything we ever need, right? I mean, it's complete, to be sure. There's nothing missing and nothing lacking from this system. It's totally automated, which means that it's got a digital infrastructure for finances that runs through it, automation, which is done by the AI, which runs through it. So it's all connected. It's kind of like in the parable where I said, you know, we've got pathways to all the orchards. That's exactly, we've got pathways from one program to another application to another department, and they're all intertwined like a big ball of wine, and you don't know big ball of yarn, and you don't know, exactly where they're going, but they're all connected, right? That's the automation part of it. And part of the automation is all of the traffic that brings in all of the customers, and through the customers and subscriptions, that's where you're getting your money. But you're right. All of this has to do with, and is part and parcel of the leadership that he has first put in and around and below and into the foundation of ONPASSIVE. I mean, you've got world-class leaders in ONPASSIVE, and we haven't even launched. This is unheard of, unprecedented. It's phenomenal. This is something that is happening. And you can take heart in this. ONPASSIVE is not only just big in ONPASSIVE of itself, but when you get the global scope, what's happening in the world and what's going on with humanity and the changes that are happening, that gives you the perspective right there. Because ONPASSIVE is a ball, is an entity. It's a little a power ball, if you will, within everything else that's happening. This is all about a system in place that God has put in place for compassion. So bear with me a second. This is going to get a little interesting for you, I think, but you're going to go, wow, because when I tell you that this is going to go so big that you can't even, it's going to be multiplied exponentially outside of what you understand with ONPASSIVE. This is why. And this is where I'm coming from when I say that. And that's why I'm like, I don't even have time to look at the small stuff anymore. This is going to get so big. When I say you ain't seen nothing yet. So as good as you think this is, and I don't even know, honestly, if Mr. Mufareh is aware of it. I don't think he's old energy at all. I think he's got a lot more going on that he shares with anybody. And it's exciting. Just understand that as a founder, man, you are sitting in the very best position you could possibly get into. And he is not kidding. When he says your life is about to change, it's going to change in ways you wouldn't have expected. Even if you sit back and do nothing, you will receive from this system that has been put around you. But ONPASSIVE is working for the world. Mr. Mufareh's vision, his compassion, his leadership with the compassionate action that tells us to go out and to help and to look for ways. You think when he says we win bigger together, you think that's an accident? Absolutely not. We're in it to win it. You absolutely believe we are in it to win it. Is it a done deal? You can it's done. We couldn't stop this if we wanted to. It is so much bigger than us.
We're going to be a lot of things to a lot of people, right? We're going to have a lot of influence in a lot of circles where the internet is concerned because of our sheer size, right? Not our size now, but what our size will be, right? I believe we're going to have, more than 1 billion users, right? We're going to be massive. And I don't think it's going to take long for that to happen. I don't, 10 years from now, it's going to be much quicker than that, I believe, to get to 1 billion users. I don't think it's going to take us 10 years for that to happen. So I just think because of our sheer size, we're going to be all over the internet. Every corner that you go on the internet, you're going to find ONPASSIVE.